What's up guys, Epitetsu here, and today we have an interesting video, so if you'll just give me your attention and I will explain this. It's quite terrible, to be honest. So, we're going to go into the event, and as you know, you kill the boss and it counts for the score rankings. In Armageddon, it's all about points. In the event, it's all about kills. And every time your guild defeats the boss, you get 1 point. As you can see, Shadow Corp, Tempest, the rest of these down here, you know, we're all like 13, 14, 12. And then we have 127. Indonesia SD. 127 slays or kills to the event boss. Now, this event just recently came out. It hasn't even been out, what, 3 days, if that, 2 days? The only way to have that much, and we're talking like 4 kills per person in a group of 20. There's 17 in this group, and that number keeps fluctuating and changing. So I did a little research, and I'm going to show you these pictures for the Indonesia SD roster. Alright, here's the Indonesia SD guild, 18 out of 20 members. I took this yesterday while I was doing all my groundwork for this. You'll see the human 01s, 2s, etc. And you'll see that bot 01. Those are all bots and they have 10,000 power. You can't get that many slays. Notice, is guild leader, and NPC man here is the only one that has any real combat power. And I was smart enough to do this. That way we also have the player ID, because you can change your name in this game. You've seen the proof. It's all bots, and then you have one person. One person that has over 100,000 combat power. So what is actually going on? Just cheating for the event and getting the #1 placement rankings? Well, why does this matter? It matters because 1, cheating and bots is just wrong, and 2, these people down here, Shadow Corp, Tempest, I have a couple friends in Tempest, that kind of stuff, you know, the rest of these players, it all matters to the community, because just this one spot changes everything. Because at the end of the event, all these people are technically going to be moved up a spot where there's no cheaters, and they're going to get their rightful rewards. People who spent money, people who are whales, even some guilds like myself that have free-to-play players mixed with spenders and whales. And imagine you're in 31 place. Okay? Number 1, 3,000. Number 2, 3,000. 3, so on and so forth. Well, once you get to rank 4 through 10, there's 15,000 for your reward and 1,000 here. Well, if you were in 31st place, because Indonesia SD Cheater Guild is still here, you're going to be in 31st place. Now, if Indonesia SD Guild is not here, and you were technically in 31st place, well, guess what? You would technically now be 30th place. Well, that's a 500 difference in gym rewards for your entire guild, for 20 players. So let's look. That changes here too. 100, 101. Well, now the 101th guild would be the 100th guild in this placement, and you just got an extra 100 gems for your entire 20 members, or however many members you have. And you can see how this is continuously being effective. This is not only for fair combat and everything else, it's just what should be done. So what we need to do is make sure our voices are heard. Leave a comment down below. I put a lot of time and work into this video to make sure everything was legit. And also, once we're all done, after about a day, I'm going to go to their Twitter and I'm going to post what I have to say about it, and I'm going to post the video. If you have a Twitter, once you see it, I would like you to leave a comment below. Don't be angry with the devs or anything. They may not know. Just be like, hey, this is totally unjust and unfair, and as a community, we're speaking out, and we want this Indonesia SD guild removed, and we want those players and, well, the bots removed, and that one player banned or just delete his account or something, because this is just wrong. And I have one more thing I looked into. As you saw, there was only one player benefiting from all this, and I can't prove this, but it is interesting. So I remember this from last Guild Wars, and I did not take a picture. I should have for Armageddon, but I didn't really think about it at the time. And you can see the rankings, you know, Tempest, whatever. Well, where's Indonesia SD Guild? Well, you can't do Armageddon with a bunch of bots who have 10,000 combat power, and how the heck they're slaying a boss, well, who knows, right? So, yeah, hacking going on, etc. Well, let's just roll down a bit. Bear with me, please. We're almost done. So you start to see all these guilds. Boom. This one's called Indonesia HD. Huh, kind of weird. The other one's called Indonesia SD, right? Notice they're missing a member. Pretty interesting, right? So what is the idea? I'm not saying anything bad about Indonesia HD. Obviously, they're not cheating in Armageddon because they're in 32nd place. But it looks like one member, potentially, I don't have proof, is leaving the guild, because if you leave, you can rejoin as long as you're accepted, which means they got to be in on it somehow, if this is true. And I don't know if it's true. I'm just saying. So that one member's missing. Potentially, that other guy is that one member. So he goes in the events, gets the free gems and everything, which helps him get an extra, 10 pulls, whatever. And then he comes back to fight with Indonesia HD Guild for the rewards. And then once it's over, leaves and goes back to his SD Guild. And you'll notice in the SD Guild, he's not the guild leader. So that allows him to just continuously leave, come back, leave, come back. So I don't know if this is true, but that's my thoughts on it. But the biggest point is that we need to stand together, make our voices heard, and see if they'll do something about it. Because if they're not going to do anything about it, then is this game really worth more of your hard-earned time and investments? We can still keep playing, but maybe we shouldn't be putting so much money in if it's just going to be, a ruse. Anyway, that's all I've got. So let me know what you guys think, and then leave your honest opinions down below. Try not to be too crazy about it, but, give your honest thoughts, your opinions, what you would like to be done, etc. That way we have a video, we have the comments, and then, like I said, once we get about a day from now, from when I post it, I'll put it on their Twitter, and then we'll see if they'll do something about it. 20 people, Alpha from Tempest, and whoever the other 20 people were that he got to send an email. He told me 20 people sent an email to the devs. So nothing's been done so far, so that's why I'm doing this, because I don't want to just send an email and be like, hey guys, I tried to do something for you, when I can do something like this. Anyway guys, remember to be well, be epic, take care, we'll see you soon.